to all our brethren who are here in the sanctuary. It's good to see us out, and those who are online. Last week we managed to complete our study on depression. There are a couple other things that I wanted to do, but they were mostly, articles with people who had suffered from depression and things like that. And one of them was very interesting because the person was a movie star, and she said that, with all of the money that she had, it could not help her out of her depression that she was going through at the time. So we have completed that study, and we're going to move on to, we're going to be moving on to E positive. All right, so we're moving into a new realm at this time. E positive. Remember what happens when we start a new one? You remember? Yes. If it has been so long that you forgot. When we start a new one, what do you do? Yes. All right, you try to figure out what E positive is going to be, and if you are successful, there will be a token for you. That starts with E. All right? Empathy. Exhort. Wait till what I write here. I'm just going to listen to everybody. Exhort. Anybody else? Endurance. Evangelism or evangelizing. Anybody else? Exhort. And you can say something that you heard already. Because two of you might get the same one, right? Alright. Brother Wallace, it says? Exalt. Exalt. Exhort or exalt? Exalt. Exalt. It's exhort and exalt. Alright? Okay. Elevate. I think Brother Wallace is singing up the song. So, exalt. Yeah. Elevate. Somebody said empathy, you say it also. Could be right.
Evangelize.
Somebody said evangelize. Efficient. Alright. Efficient, yes. I hear you. That's it. And encourage. Alright. Encouragement. Expose. Alright, I love that one. It's a positive, negative one that I tell you. Alright? That's it. Put that on by Gio. Gio, you have anything? Endurance. Alright, let's see what we shall see. Let's see who gets the token. Here we go. Brother Walker, alright, come and collect the token, Brother Walker. The seed full first. I can't read. Alright. Yeah man. So that we're not fool the trickle out, right? Alright. And before we go into it, let's just have a word of prayer. Father, we give you thanks, Lord, for your word. We give you thanks for the truth in your word. I pray, Lord God, that this truth, Lord, will be manifested in our hearts and our lives. In Christ's name. Amen. Alright, let's look as usual. We start by looking at a definition, right? So let's look at the definition for energy. It says the strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity. So actually you could say that energy and strength are synonymous. They are interchangeable. Huh? Right. So there is a market right now, and it's a phenomenal market for energy drinks. Yeah, the market for energy drinks is phenomenal, and it is growing with each passing year. And these drinks range from the common ones like Red Bull, Monster, Boom, those that we know, to some exotic sounding names like Fast Twitch, Rockstar, Bang, Fast Power, C4. If you know C4, C4 is a type of explosive. C4, Celsius heat, full throttle, to name just a few of them, right? Some of these are not our market. We don't have them on our market, but we know the regular ones that we have. And we have some other ones. So we have Monster, we have Boom, and we have Red Bull and Power, right? Those are the main ones that we know. But before I go on to the study of energy, I want to educate us on these energies, right? So I want to use this opportunity to just give a little bit of education about these Monster, Boom, Red Bull, Power, whatever you see listed as an energy drink. I want to kind of make you aware of some of the dangers and some of the potential risks when these are consumed. You see, the enemy has tricked a lot of people, many people, Christians included, to believe that this need for energy can be satisfied by consuming a poisonous mix of ingredients geared to destroy bodily systems and to produce severe short and long-term effects. He has just tricked people into believing that you can drink something, get energy without any effects, any after effects, any side effects, nothing like that. You just do it and you will get an instant pop of energy by doing so. But then you are destroying yourself. Right? So this evening I want to take a look at these energy drinks, and it may take up most of our study this evening. But I want to look at it, right? I need to look at it because Christians don't understand when they get into this realm what they are getting into. So while I tell you about what the world is struggling and trying to do to get energy, remember I'm going to tell you how God gives energy. Alright? So kindly indulge me as I look at these energy, so-called energy drinks. Alright? Okay. Facts about energy drinks. These are facts. No, these are proven facts. Studies, and these are not Christian people who have done these studies. A lot of scientific study has gone into these energy drinks, and this is what the outcome is, the conclusion. It says the energy drinks market size was worth around 46 billion US dollars in 2021 and is estimated to hit approximately US 108 billion by 2028. So I'm telling you, it's a booming market, right? And I use the word booming, not playing on the word boom, right? But it's a booming market. It's a growing market. It's a phenomenal market. Okay, when you talk about something generating 46 billion US dollars and estimated to go to 108 in the next maybe 5 years, it's serious growth. Then it says Red Bull dominates the industry with their 8.4 ounce cans. We know Red Bull, alright? But if they say Red Bull gives you wings. Right? Okay. Alright, we're going to talk a little bit about those wings. goes on to say, men between the ages of 18 and 34 years consume the most energy drinks. See where the age is? And almost 1/3 of teens between 12 and 17 years drink them regularly. So these energy drinks are consumed mostly by men between 18 and 34 years. Now you have people as young as 12 who are consuming them. Okay? They market these drinks to increase alertness and energy levels, containing significant amount of caffeine and as much or more sugar as in soda. Right? So these contain significant amounts of caffeine. You know where you find caffeine? Where you find caffeine? In coffee, all right? And more, sometimes more sugar than what you can get in a bottle of soda. So you drink a soft drink and you know that soft drink is mostly sugar. And these energy drinks have more sugar, some of them, than you find in a bottle of soft drink. All right? And very, very significant amounts of caffeine. Many energy drinks pack about 200 milligrams of caffeine, the amount in 2 cups of brewed coffee. So when you drink an energy drink, you are actually drinking the equivalent of 2 cups of coffee in 1 can. Imagine the people who are drinking 3 and 4 and 5 for the day, the amount of caffeine that you're pumping in. Then listen to this. Other substances purported to increase energy may be added, like B vitamins and herbs such as ginseng and a herb called guarana. Most concerning is a lack of regulation about the safety of these drinks, as well as aggressive marketing tactics geared towards who? Adolescents. So it is marketed for adolescents to get involved with it. You see why that is serious. After water, sugar is the main ingredient in energy drinks. A multinational nutritional comparison shows that a 12-ounce cola drink, so you're drinking a 12-ounce bottle of Pepsi Cola or Coke Cola, RC Cola, any cola drink, contains about 39 grams of sugar. 41 grams of sugar are in an energy drink. Alright? Now, consuming high sugar drinks of any kind can lead to weight gain and an increased risk of type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, that's heart disease, and gout. Gout is a type of arthritis. So once you begin to take in this amount of sugar into your body, you're consuming this every day, you're consuming it, you are going to get a gain in weight. You're going to gain in weight. You are going to be at an increased risk of getting diabetes, heart disease, and gout. Because of the amount of sugar and stimulant ingredients, there is concern that these beverages may not be helpful and, even worse, harmful to adolescents and people with certain health conditions. So you can imagine that if you have a coexisting health problem, right? Say you have diabetes already, you have type 2 diabetes, or you have a problem with your heart or respiratory problem or whatever you have. When you consume these, you are putting your health at risk. At risk. And you may even die. Because you can get seizures. Yeah, you can even get seizures and you may even die if you keep consuming these beverages. Move on. Although statements on the websites of energy drinks warn that these beverages may not be suitable for children, youth are among their largest consumers. It's almost like you would see on a the world not easy enough, I tell you, this world is not easy enough. You would see on a pack of cigarettes. Warning! Smoking is not good for your health. It'll give you lung cancer, whatever you see on it, right? Or it kills, or you see a skull on it or something. But you see some graphic pictures on it and a warning on it. You think that stops anybody? How many people you think that stops? It doesn't stop them. No. And trust me, these people know that. They know that. They do it because they are mandated to do it. Whether the health department, whatever, the health watchdog, says that must be done, they do it. But they know that does not drop their cigarette sales. It is the same way with these energy drinks. They know the risk. They warn about the risks, but they still market their product for young people. They gear it to what? So you'll find advertisements on computer games. In a computer game and pop up comes a Red Bull advertisement. So it is the kind of hypocrisy that happens with these manufacturers. It's hypocritical. So they're killing you, telling you that they're killing you, and going after you to kill you. That means the product is addictive. It is addictive. It is addictive. It is addictive because caffeine is addictive. There are some people who drink coffee regularly who cannot start their day without a cup of caffeine. I know people like that. They cannot start their day if they don't get up out of bed and get a cup of coffee. They are grumpy, they are grouchy, they just like they don't want to come out of bed. As soon as they get their coffee, sir, it's like they pick me up. They are good to go. And that's addiction. That's what happens. They become addicted to the caffeine in the coffee. Because the caffeine is a stimulant. It stimulates you. So it gives them to get up and go for the day. And then sometime maybe lunchtime they might have to go work another one to get another burst again. Yes? But it's addictive. You're so right, Bowers. It's addictive. Alright? And young people don't realize that when they are consuming these drinks, they don't realize that they are hastening their time to the grave. Yeah? That's all they're doing. You just hastening your time. So when you reach a stage when you get addicted and you start drink, then the effects start to happen. Bodily systems start to go haywire. Kidneys, all that start to give problems, and you wonder, wait, what's happening? What's happening? And it's all because of what you were doing as a young person, and now you're older, it starts to take full effect. Right? So that's, as I said, that's the hypocrisy of these makers of these energy, so-called energy drinks. That they warn you, but at the same time they are targeting you. Negative health effects associated with drinking energy drinks, listen to it, include increased stress, aggressive behaviors like fighting. Only that's what causes the amount of fighting that's going on in schools and stuff like that. And the aggression that's going on with the children in school. Only that is a part of it. Yeah? Because that could very well be a part of it too. Because all of these young boys, they're working with the Red Bull. And them because they want wings. Right? And they're working with a monster and them boom. Right? And the power. And you wonder if this may be a part. I mean, there are other things too, because some of them taking other drugs. Yes? And it may be a cause of their aggression that they have towards each other. And this violent behavior that goes on in our schools. Alcohol and cigarette abuse. You see, because it's addictive, that's why we're talking about alcohol and cigarette abuse. Alcohol and cigarette are addictive. They are addictive agents too. Right? So you cannot get addicted to alcohol and you can get addicted to cigarette. Right? In our case, weed. Yeah. So and you cannot get addicted. So it's almost like one addiction is triggering other ones. So can you see your body is let me tell you, your body can be your greatest enemy and your body can be your greatest friend. But you see, it wants more to be your greatest enemy than your friend. So what happens is that your body, and I think I've said this before, anything that you like, your body reinforces it. So hormones are sent to reinforce what you like, to make you repeat the action. Get me? So that's how your body is. And that's your body under sin. Because your body under sin wants to repeat the actions that are bad for it, wrong for it. So for argument's sake, you love sugar. You love to eat sugary things. One would want to think that your body would say, stop eating sugary things, you know. And send the hormone to make you not like sugary things. No. Mm-mm. Your body does the very opposite. It makes you crave for sugary things. And do you understand that sugar is also an addictive thing? Sugar and salt, they are addictive. And if you look at them, they are not in the quantities that we would want to take them in. They are not healthy for the body. But the body wants it. You go take up something and you eat something and you say, why this tastes fresh. That's why? Because you're addicted to salt. If you weren't addicted to salt, you wouldn't taste that way. It would have tasted quite nice to you, quite okay. As it's seasoned up very with natural seasoning and so on, you don't eat it. But salt is what you crave for. You ever hear people talk about, you know, I feel for something sour? You ever hear people say that? I feel for something sour? I hardly hear people say that. I think they more say, I feel for something sweet. I feel like I would have eat something sweet. That's a craving. You know where that's coming from? Their body is telling them, their body telling through them mind that, why go eat something sweet now? And I told you before that when you're diabetic, you should stay away from consuming that waka sweet. But does your body tell you that? Your body says, see, dear brother Jacob, go for it. So your body says. So your body is I guess maybe that's why Paul said that no good thing dwells in your flesh. In your flesh. In your natural body. No good thing. That is why a man in his natural body cannot please God. Can't please God. Because you're going to obey the dictates of your natural carnal flesh. We have to crucify flesh before we can become accepted by God. Flesh is not crucified because those who are in the flesh cannot please God. Cannot please God. Any comment? Let's move on. It says, one of the other things, increased blood pressure. Increased risk of obesity. That's weight being gone out of control. And type 2 diabetes. Poor sleep quality. You see, because this thing is supposed to keep you alert, you can understand why. The quality of your sleep is going to be affected. Right? Because when you want to sleep, you can't sleep. Okay? And stomach irritation is also something that is associated with it. And you see what happens? Some of these herbs and things that they are putting in there to say that, yes, these will aid in giving you energy. Some of them are not necessarily scientifically proven to do that. And not only that, but they are not proven in the quantities that they put them in. Because the research on them is not done, so to speak. So what happens is that these energy drinks, they float on the market without any regulation. They're not regulated, you know. So they don't come under, in America it will be FDA, Food and Drug Administration. FDA doesn't regulate energy drinks. So there's no standard for energy drinks. That's why the market is just a free-for-all. It's a free-for-all. So you find some energy drinks that have a whole heap of caffeine in it. And when you drink it, man, your eyes tear some. And your ears stand up some. Right? But you feel like you want to go. And there are others that the market and everything say these are sugar-free. I know Red Bull have some varieties like that, you know. Red Bull have a variety where they tell you it's no sugar. Now you tell me this. Who go and drink Red Bull without sugar? So you know what they do? It's artificial sweeteners they use. Artificial sweeteners. And some of these artificial sweeteners are cancer causing agents. I don't know if you knew that. But there are some artificial sweeteners that were taken from off the market. Because I think there was one, sweetener, I don't know what the name, but there's one that we used to use commonly that they found out that was not healthy for you. And they took that off the market. So when you hear about no sugar, and you kind of taste the thing and it tastes sweet, and you want to say, but no sugar, but it still tastes nice. It's artificial sugar. So it's no natural sugar that has gone in. So they can't tell us it's false advertising. Because they don't have any sugar in it. But they have artificial sweeteners, which are not sugar, but they are more of a synthetic type of sweet.
You know what? The problem now with all of these children, and things like you said about adolescent, you know, and you realize that young adults, you know, the adolescents are the young adults, and maybe even up to their 40, you know, because they're at the corner now, they have a stick in their hand, Red Bull or whatever energy drink with alcohol in it.
So we'll come to that, brother. So we'll come to that. We'll come to that, brother. Yeah. Coming to that, because that is where the hazard lies. That's the death Now, if you want to see, if you want to understand where the death part is, that's where it lies. But we will come to that. Right? So what we are saying, understand already, there are some young people who just walked in, and I want to get them off here with what we're talking about. Alright, I want to get you up to date with what we're talking about. We're talking about energy. E plus is energy. And we're looking at these energy drinks that are on the market. Red Bull, Monster, Power, Boom. Those are energy drinks. And they market them especially for young people. What we are looking at so far is that it's hazardous to your health. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. It's not something that you should run down or something that you should gravitate towards. No, it's something you should keep away from because it's not good for you. These are not things that were made up. These, I'm telling you, are facts. These are proven scientific facts. These were done by research. So it's not a joke. Health effects that can happen when you drink these and drink them regularly. Every day you drink a Boom or a Red Bull, and some of you may not be able to do that because you might not have the money to do it, but you have the mind to do it. So maybe when you start to work, that's the first thing you start to do. Take your money and go buy Red Bull because you did well want to drink Red Bull from your little clothes, but the money never did. So now you have the money. You're going to flaunt the Red Bull and the Black Bull Monster, this, whatever. Right? Whatever they drink, that's what you're going for. But all of those illnesses, all of those, not the illnesses, but let's call them effects. Because negative health effects are caused by, are part of the symptoms of drinking and consuming energy drinks. You see the aggressive behavior, like fighting, and you wonder why so many children in school are fighting. And they just violate them as they touch them, so they just get lose it and ready to do all kind of things. And that may be the cause of it. You see, because nobody is going to say, when they see a 12, 13, 14-year-old child drinking a Red Bull, you think anybody can say to them, oh, we doing Red Bull, what? We want Red Bull. No, nobody's not going to tell them that because they know Red Bull is non-alcoholic. So not let them drinking alcohol. Right? So nobody's not going to say anything. You can go to the street with a Red Bull in your hand and drink it, and nobody don't stop you and say, young man, unless they are sensitized to what a Red Bull can do to an adolescent, then they will say something different. Right? So because they are able to walk the street free or go to the shop and buy a Red Bull without anybody questioning you, or you don't have to be certain age to buy it, then many young people are doing it. They are doing it, and they are doing it to their own peril and their own detriment. We have a generation of young people who are not going to live long. I can tell you that. Because the enemy has put too many things in your way to shorten your life, and you are not wise enough to stay away from them. Yeah, a whole heap of things out there to shorten the life of a young person. Yeah. And they're just going for it. Foolish. Be wise. Children and teens may experience heightened effects from the high amount of caffeine, the added sugars including high fructose corn syrup. Let me tell you something, you see that, man? You see anything that you take up and you say high fructose corn syrup, dash it away. It's not good for you. When you go home, Google high fructose corn syrup. Just put it in. You don't know it spells it up there? High fructose corn syrup. And then listen or look at the results that come up. High fructose corn syrup is to be avoided at all costs. Yet it is in energy drinks.
It's in the pancake syrup.
It's in pancake syrup too. Then you look on it, man, read the ingredients and get yourself familiar with ingredients that are not good for you. Right? Anything you see have high fructose corn syrup in it, don't consume it. It's not good for you. You know anything else with high fructose corn syrup? Anything else you see? Have you ever seen somebody said pancake syrup as it is? The other products with it over here. Come again? They use it to bake buns. To bake bun. I want them to put that ingredient on the bun label. I must look and see. Maybe it's like Easter bun or something. Okay, that's what that one is doing. So we have to just watch what we're consuming because these things are proven to be detrimental to your health. It's not a joke thing, it's serious thing, right? So just take them seriously. Low calorie sweeteners, again, that's why some of them can actually tell you say is zero sugar or whatever. They use low calorie sweeteners and herbal stimulants, right? And so it says that children and teenagers may experience the effects of these things on their bodies may be more intense than in an adult. Why? Because of their smaller body size. You see, the thing going around in your body, you know, it reaches quicker in a smaller body than in a larger body. Yeah. Just to simplify why the smaller body and the larger body might have a difference. Right? Youth are attracted to energy drinks due to effective marketing. One, they are marketing it for you, so you get to be attracted to it. Secondly, influence from peers, peer pressure. They are hearing their friends talking about it, you know, and them say, why, you know, let me deal with it, and then very soon they become addicted to these energy drinks. And lack of knowledge about their potential harmful effects. Well, that's what you are getting now. Knowledge about their potential harmful effects. So if you gravitate towards it and if you want to experiment with it, you have no excuse when the health effects, the negative health effects start to take you. Because you now are hearing about the potential harmful effects of energy consumption. That's what it says. Alright. Emerging evidence has linked energy drink consumption with negative health consequences in youth, like risk-seeking behaviors, risky behavior, poor mental health, adverse cardiovascular effects, and metabolic, renal, or dental problems. Actually affect your teeth. I remember hearing a situation about an athlete that dropped down with a heart problem. So he was running or something and dropped down, collapsed with a heart issue. I'm saying, but that's a young boy, you know, unless he had a condition before and nobody picked it up. But it could be very well something like this. Because I don't know what the tests are. I don't know if when you drink an energy drink that you test positive for something negative. I don't know. But if you practice it and you decide say you want to become an athlete, Yeah? You want to do football or whatever. You run the risk that you will be on the field exerting yourself, right? And because your heart is not in good shape, because of all these energy drinks that has been going on, what is happening is that your heart is pumping fast. It's palpitating. It's going so, instead of going so, it's going so, and then you're running. And every time that you go into any exercise, your heart naturally beats faster because that's to send more blood to the muscles that you are using. So if your heart is beating like this, and you are going to run, it's going to go, and you're going to get a heart attack. Yeah, that's what happens. Your heart can't keep up that rhythm. So it's going to just fail. You're going to get heart failure. Huh. I hope you're frightened enough. Young people, I hope that it frightens you enough. So you stay away from that because it is going to affect things that you didn't even think of. You didn't even think about this thing that it would affect you like that. But it does. The enemy doesn't want you to know. People perish from lack of knowledge. That's why people dead because they don't know. You are getting some knowledge about this thing called energy drink. Hold on, let me go back a bit. It talks about adverse cardiovascular effect and metabolic renal problems also. You see, because what happened? You always want to go out. You want to urinate. Yeah? You always want to urinate. And you're putting pressure on your bladder. So you develop renal problems because your bladder wasn't made to be going on, all the while. Yeah? So eventually, your bladder starts to rebel. Yeah, that's why you can't keep up with you. Yeah, you're going too bad, man. I can't keep up with you. You get renal failure. Then your kidney has to go deal with all of them poisonous, them toxins that you're putting in. The whole lot of sugar, the whole lot of caffeine, and these strange herbs that you're putting in, that your kidney has to process all of that. And what happens is that some of them are poison. I tell you, the amount of sugar that is in these things is poison. It's poisonous. Straight up. And it begins to affect the ability of the kidney to purge out this excess sugar. You get insulin resistance, all kind of little things happen there. Maybe some people in the medical field will be better able to tell you than I would, right? But those are some of the things that happen. Some energy drinks, listen to this, they contain as much as 500 milligrams of caffeine. The same amount you would consume if you drank 14 cans of a cola soft drink. No, stop. You are drinking one Red Bull, and you are drinking the equivalent of caffeine to 14 Pepsi Cola. Can you imagine that? You could find yourself sit down and drink 14 Coca-Cola one time. You wouldn't do that. No, you couldn't do that. Matter of fact, maybe something might happen to you if you do that. But you wouldn't do that. But when you take a can of a Red Bull Monster or whatever, and you drink it done, you have consumed the same amount of caffeine that will be found in 14 cans of Pepsi or Coca-Cola or RC Cola, whatever. But you use the same amount, 14 times that amount is what you're taking. Whoa! Now that frightened me when I saw that. That imagine somebody taking in so much caffeine. And that's why it keeps you. You see, there's no, the truth about it is this, that it does keep you alert. It does keep you awake. But at what expense? At what expense? It's not just being awake for awake's sake. No. It's being awake, but something is living while something is dying. And the thing that is dying is more precious than the thing that is living. Because you want to stay awake and alert. You tell me when you're mashing up yourself, your body, if that is less important than wanting to stay alert and awake and energized. Too much caffeine, listen to this, from any beverage, particularly when several are taken in one day in sensitive individuals, can lead to anxiety, insomnia. Insomnia is the same thing as you can't sleep. Heart problems like irregular heartbeat and elevated blood pressure, and in rare cases, seizures or cardiac arrest. The heart cannot just stop beating. As I tell you, it's beating too fast. Our speed, arrhythmia is beating too irregular. So when it should be boop, boop, it going boop, 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 and going on like that. See here now, brothers. A greater danger is introduced if energy drinks are combined with alcohol, a trend largely seen in underage drinkers and associated with binge drinking. You know what binge drinking is? Can anybody tell me what binge drinking is? Have I heard the term binge drinking? Yeah, binge eating too. What is it? Nobody knows? It can't control itself. Well, that is a simplified way of saying it. That you drink and you can't control yourself. It's one after the other. One after the other. That's what binge drinking is. So you're drinking, say, rum and Red Bull. I remember that they glorify that in a song, right? Now, them glorify that one song. One DJ do it. One of them very top DJs do it too. Which one again? Beanie Man. Right? Yeah. Alright. Rum and Red Bull. And he was glorifying it. So you are drinking. And you binge drinking. So you're going one after the other, after the other, after the other. And you sit down and you laugh at the friend. Hey, one more round. And you drink. And you keep going on. Says there is a greater danger for you, especially if you are an underage drinker, if you are a young person, if you are an adolescent, right? That's what is going to cause a hazard to you. And what it is going to do is to lead you into binge drinking. Yeah, you're going to just want to drink one after the other, after the other, after that. Why? Listen to why. This tells you why. Drinking energy drinks and alcohol leads to a greater alcohol intake than if just drinking alcohol alone. This may be because energy drinks increase alertness that masks the signs of drunkenness. You see, so when you're alert with energy drink, you're not drunk. You're not drunk. You don't feel drunk because you feel alert. You feel, yeah, you're good.
The amount of sugar in the system.
And the amount of sugar to in the system, you're nice. But so you're not drunk. You say you are not drunk. And so what it will do, it says, it makes a master signs of drunkenness, leading one to believe that they can consume even more alcohol. So there's no, your body is not telling you, say, hold on, enough is enough. Top, no. Right? Because drunkenness is a way that the body says, is a well, I'm the boss, man. Don't know, no. Right? And so you're drunk, you can't take no more. But when you do not know that you are drunk, do you realize what happens? The natural thing that says, okay, you're drunk now, and you start staggering and tumbling. Not happening to you because your body is being tricked by the Red Bull. So you see, the Red Bull is tricking your body to believe that you are alert, you're okay, you're good, you're fine, you're nice, nothing wrong with you. But you are consuming enough alcohol to drunk an elephant. You're not aware of it. That is the risk. So you know what's happening? You know what can very well happen then? Tell me some of the things that you think can happen. If you are just drinking, you reach a limit of drunkenness and you don't know that you're drunk, but you're still drinking. What are some of the things that can happen as a result of that? Just think. You're not a doctor, but just think.
Just talk about heart attack.
Heart attack, liver damage. Because you see, when you just continue to drink, your liver has to process whatever is coming in. That amount of alcohol is going to shut down your liver. Because your liver can't cope. You reach the drunkenness level already, and you're still pumping in more, your liver can't cope with it. And so you're going to get liver damage. Yeah. I remember saying something, one liver you have now. Yeah. You don't have a spare one. And you can't say, boy, I have a spare kidney somewhere around the place. But you don't have a spare liver. So it leads you quicker to what is called cirrhosis of the liver, or hardening of the liver. Parts of the liver become hard like rock, tough, and you know how liver is supposed to stay. And you eat liver, so you know how liver stay. Liver not tough and hard. Only when you put in the water and cook it. When you cook in the water at that time, liver, so your liver will stay. When you, just like when you cook liver in water, because them say you must cook liver in water, because the juices of liver cook itself. Culinary, tell me. Are you with me the head of the culinary? Stacy, alright, Stacy know how to cook the liver. Cook it in, but you cook it not in its own juice, right? You make its own juice, right? And then it gets tender and nice when you cook it. Alright? So you can just think of cooking the liver in water, cold water, cooking the liver, and then you look at the consistency of the liver, try bite it, and then you know that's what happens to people's liver when they get the hardening of their liver, cirrhosis of the liver. Alright? So
But you see, when you do that high class of that, you have a low, and that's when depression comes in. You know, you have a central nervous system that will rectors. So, hallucination comes in, so the whole works.
there's like a story that I saw recently. It's in the newspaper yesterday or day before, maybe 2 days. But this lady and her 17-year-old son crashed sometime after 2 out by so Mandela, where Mandela meets
East, northeast, highway,
on the highway, right? Crash. Now let me tell you something. At 2:15 a.m., there's not much traffic on the road. Not much traffic. When you hear the history, you can't help but wonder. She was having a wrong, if I'm not mistaken, it was her wrong. She was coming from it. In the crash, they found a bottle of Campari and some other alcoholic beverages. And there is her mother or somebody saying she was not drunk. Let me tell you something. Who knows whether or not she was drinking Red Bull and white rum? Because when you do that, remember what we said? When you do that, you do not feel the sense of drunkenness. But let me tell you something. You can't trick your body like that. You can't do it. It's impossible for you to trick your body. But if you're drunk, you're drunk. Alright? So even though you're alert and you're alert, but there are other aspects of your body that's going to let you know. Like your reflexes, like your judgment. They're going to be affected, they're going to be impaired. Who knows if so many of the accidents that we are seeing happening on the road is not as a result of people who have consumed or imbibed that things like Red Bull and white rum in a quantity that they don't even think that they are drunk. So they go up and they go into the car and they're not feeling that sense of drunkenness, but there are other things that are happening in their body that they could not trick their body. If they can't trick your reflexes to be great when you're drunk.
As they use the Red Bull as well as the trace the alcohol.
They use the Red Bull and the Bull to chase whatever alcohol. And I don't know which one chases the other. Or the two of them might be chasing each other. Because the two of them are equally potent and toxic. Yeah. They're toxic. So it's like you put in one poison to chase another poison.
Okay, Brother Jackson, I was talking about what, and I was saying, we have ganja also, because ganja and THC level is so high, and it gives you that high, but then they go, affects the system again.
Same thing with drug use. These drugs that they lift you up and they let you down at a future date. When they're coming out of your body, they let you down. But they lift you up, they heighten you, they give you wings. But remember, try not to fly very high. Because the wings are going to let you down. All of a sudden, you wonder, wait, you reach the top of Blue Mountain Peak, and then you already know to take a nice little wings, come down, you fly down, and then all of a sudden there are no wings. So you come crashing down. Right? So you have to be careful about those things. That's why I'm educating you about it, because I'm actually educating myself about it. Never taken one of them, never felt like taking one of them. But you see, if you are participating in it, if you are imbibing and consuming these energy drinks, stop. Stop. Stop for your health's sake. It's not good for your health. Right? And this is something that is not new in it. Don't think that what I'm saying now has never been said before. This, people have always known that energy drinks are not good for you. I've heard it. But people still, as I tell you, the business is so large. The market is so big. $108 billion US dollars expected in the next 5 years, 4 years. It's a big market. And what happens? These people are free to advertise. Remember I tell you, it is not regulated. So whereas you can advertise cigarettes, cigarettes are not advertised. When last you see a cigarette advertisement? When I was a boy and coming up, I used to see them. They used to be on TV and they used to use girls, you know? Yeah. Pretty girls advertising cigarettes and them girls are not smoking. But they were and you notice that they use women like that, right? Women to advertise alcoholic drinks and the people who consume it the most are men. Get them associated because they know that men love women. So it's really the men they are going after when they use these nice, pretty girls to advertise these alcoholic beverages, energy drinks, whatever else that is poisonous to your body. They do it because it's a marketing strategy. They are aiming it for the men. You see how Satan wicked? Satan wants to destroy the men. He's attacking the men. And there must be a reason for that. Yeah? He's attacking men from all angles. All angles. Yeah? The statistics show that the men are the most in prison. And yet women outnumber men. Women outnumber men, you know. And yet you go look in prison. Yeah? They don't have space for men in prison. The enemy is wanting to destroy the male. He wants to destroy the male. Men, look out. Young men, watch out. The enemy wants you. He's targeting you. And not that he's not targeting young women, but I think the campaign for young men is much more it is much more aggressive towards the males than the females. Yes. All right. Okay. So that's basically what we. All right. Let me just do a quick test. Tell me one thing that you learn about the danger of energy. Can anybody tell me? Go ahead. The sugar intake. The sugar is actually more than a can of Coca-Cola drinks. 39 grams of sugar as opposed to 41 in the energy drink. What else? Damage to liver, damage to other organs, your heart, right? What else you learn?
It is equivalent to 14 bottles of Coca-Cola.
What is equivalent?
It's equivalent.
What in it is equivalent?
Caffeine.
Caffeine. The caffeine in Red Bull, for argument's sake, is equivalent to you drinking 14 cans of Pepsi. That's the amount of caffeine that is. Anything else? A false sense that everything is well with you while you're drinking it with alcohol. That's why you're saying that? Yeah. Right. Give you a sense of well-being when you really should be worried. But it gives you this sense of, oh, joy and free, and you just feel good when you should really be feeling bad. Drinking those things will harm? It can be fatal to you. You could actually get cardiac arrest. You could actually get seizures. rare cases, but it can happen. Depending on what pre-existing condition that you might have. Let me ask you a question. What do you think? And I think maybe you know this. What do you think are some of the reasons why people go towards drinking these energy drinks? What do you think are some of the reasons? No, don't come at once. Don't come all at once. Just put up your hand and identify.
Depression.
And depression. Okay, they feel depressed and they want to feel high, they want to feel alert, and that could be one of the reasons. Tiredness, fatigue, they are tired and they want to get a push, a kick. Sister Bridget, you were saying something? Peer pressure, yes. But what I really want to know, I don't know if you got if I worded the question correctly. What are some of the reasons for people drinking these things? So like peer pressure would not necessarily be a reason for them drinking it if the way I want, I really. So maybe I'm not wording it right. But why do people drink these? What are they looking for? That's it.
Alright, so like I said, I was looking outside of the foods more than we can achieve. So they want to keep up and keep the energy in the body. So that is why
They want the energy to do what?
like I said, also the lifestyle they want to live, they have more than they can reach. So
Alright.
certain lifestyle.
Okay, they want to get the energy to fit their lifestyle. Alright, so for argument's sake, if they are a party animal, to be a party animal, you have to have energy. And so, because a party animal, we go to a party every night. And 3 times on public holidays. Right? So if to keep up with that lifestyle, you need something to boost you up. So they go towards what? Sister Karen, you have something? Anybody else? There's one main reason, and we're not zeroing in, I'm never afraid to say it. But there's one key reason why some of them drink these energy drinks. Performance. No, what kind of performance? Sexual performance. Of course. Hey, let me tell you something, Remember where we are coming from, Before these energy drinks came on the market, men were always running down things like Strongback, Don Panilang, and then concoction of herbal drinks. They don't even know what they were consuming. Right? They don't know something. You see a man come, a roots man come, and the roots man sell Strongback. What? Where's that? Beer in what? Baby in a bottle. You don't want it. Yeah? A Magnum or whatever the roots drink is. That's where people used to gravitate towards, those kind of drinks. They didn't even know what they were consuming. And they didn't care. They just want to know that they have a brand. And the brand means sexual performance is guaranteed. Sometimes not one for them. Everything is in their mind. So that is one of the key reasons why these drinks sell so much. It's because people are going after it for the sexual performance that it offers. There's another reason why young people use it. Young people use these energy drinks to stay awake when they are cramming for exams.
That's what I was just going to get to, because there's a market for that when it comes out to exam time. A lot of persons and they want to know why.
I'm almost sure that the sales of these energy drinks zoom when exam time is close. Yeah. Because they want to make sure that they burn the midnight oil. They never study, them don't study all during the time, But now it's 2 days before exam. And then all of a sudden, you see them cramming for the exam. I find it strange, I mean, I shouldn't find it strange because maybe I did this. But somebody will say, I have an exam Monday. And they won't come to church Sunday. And I'm saying, but hold on a little bit. Then you have an exam Monday. So Sunday you have a study fee. Sunday is the time when you should be cooling off. When you should be resting. Because studying is like any sport, like boxing for argument's sake. A boxer trains for his bout. A couple, maybe a day or two before his bout, he stops training because he will overtrain. You have something called overtrain. So he stops and gives a rest before he goes into the bout. And that's what we need to do with our minds. Our minds need a break. And then we become more efficient when the exam time comes. But when you're struggling and fighting with your mind and forcing it to go through things and cramming it with this stuff, let me tell you something. A number of people go into the exam room and they draw blank. Not even S blank, double blank. They can't remember what happened to them. They have a meltdown. They have a mental meltdown. Simply because of their attitude towards the study. What happens is that their brain's so tired because they spend the whole night cramming. They are so tired here mentally that when they go into the exam room, they're trying to find some things in their mind and they can't find it. So you can't do that. Young people don't do that. You have a test coming up and you know in advance when it's coming up. But study fee. And the day before the test, even the night before the test, relax your mind. Go and go pray. And ask the Lord to take up your mind to whatever it needs to, but you just know that you prepared yourself as much as possible. Not say go, John. Not say go. Yeah?
Just tell you what, that's still the obvious starts for the space that's a start.
Yes!
Honestly.
Yes, you have to.
I don't think I'm right enough to come in anything.
Some people have photographic memories and they can look at a book and cram it and then word for word they can put it in on the paper. Let me tell you something. Not many people are gifted with that kind of thing. It's a rare gift. Rare gift. The commoner or the common among us, the average Joe has to study. We have to study and make sure that we study with sufficient time. Right?
But certainly, what I know that it's a fallacy though, because for me, I would be here with my friends. We have exams at the morning. We are there from Friday evening or Friday morning, and I would not drink a Monster or whatever. And I'm practicing going into the exams at the morning. And I go on to the exam, go on to drink a Monster and Red Bull, hold asleep several times, and I'm still here practicing. So it has to do with the person. Like for me, I know that when I have an exam, and my attention is high and I don't want to sleep, I just want to get rid of it. So it has to do with the mind.
It's a mind thing. It's a mind thing. Right? So young people, stay away from these energies. We just have time quickly for a couple things. There are two kinds of energy that we want to look at in this study. Two kinds of energy. Remember we're talking about energy as being positive? There are two kinds of energy. There's physical energy, right? And there is spiritual energy. And those are the two that we're going to be looking at in this study on energy. Alright? Let me give you one last thing here. as we mentioned before, the focus where energy is concerned is largely upon physical energy. Right? Most people, it's physical energy they want, they're working after. When they take all these energy drinks, whatever, it's physical energy they're going after. Alright? But what happened is that life has a certain pace. You know, there are a certain pace of life, and it's getting quicker and quicker, and it is taking a heavy toll on the living, us the living. And what happened? People are seeking different ways to acquire the energy to keep pace in the rat race of life, because life is really becoming like a rat race. No, right? All right. And as God's people, because we are the people of God, we have to always remember where our energy and strength comes from. Have to keep that in mind. Our sun, the sun that we have there, is the source of Earth's energy. That's where the energy that is to grow things, to keep us alive even. That's where the source is from, the sun. Right? That's how God made it. God created that sun. He is life, and He created that for life to exist on this planet. He's in control of life, but remember, the sun is God's way, God's gift to earth, to make sure that there's energy so that things can go on and run in perpetuity. Alright? Without this heat energy, we all would not exist on earth. We die. We could not live without the sun. So God created that sun. And God has always been and remains our source of strength and energy. Psalm 28, 7 and 8. Let's quickly look at that. It says, "The Lord is my strength and my shield. My heart trusts in Him, and I am helped. My heart leaps for joy, and I will give thanks to Him in song. The Lord is the strength of His people." It is He who gives us energy and strength, a fortress of salvation for His anointed one. Alright, and there's another one quickly that we know well, Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength, and ever-present help in times of trouble. Alright? Okay, we're going to stop there and go into our prayer time. May God bless you, and I hope that you're looking forward to an exciting study on energy. Pray to God that I have the energy to do it. Alright? God bless you.